So we're welcome back. The third one I'm going to talk about is when this inseparable preposition is to be attached to any word that already has a shewa at the beginning of it. So if there is a word that is having a shewa under it, so if how should I put it? If you are to attach this inseparable preposition to any word that already has a shewa at the beginning of it, how do you do that? It's going to take a different turn. So on that inseparable preposition, so you are going to change the shewa under the inseparable preposition into a short erect. And we know that short erect is our small short I, short e. We know the erect, that is the dot. When you place a dot under a consonant in Hebrew language, so that dot under a consonant in Hebrew language is simply representing short e. So now in this sense, now how do you do that? Like I said before, if the word you are to actually attach an inseparable preposition to is already having a shewa at the beginning of it, so you know you cannot use another shewa under the inseparable preposition. You cannot use that shewa again under the inseparable preposition. Why? Because according to Hebrew law, two shewas cannot stand together at the beginning. Two shewas cannot stand together at the beginning of an Hebrew word. So what do you now do to that? So in that case, the inseparable preposition will no longer carry a shewa. But what is it going to carry? It's now going to carry a short e, which is called erect. It's going to carry a short e, which is called erect. So for more understanding, let's use example for that. I'm going to use the word Samuel. I've used the word Samuel. We all know that Samuel is a Bible name. So what is Samuel called in Hebrew? It is called Shemuel. Samuel is called Shemuel, which I'm going to write in Hebrew. Samuel is called Shemuel. Shemuel, which is, we have Shin, we have Shewa, we have Mem, we have Shrek, we have our Ayin, we have our Siri, this is Siri, and we have Lamed. This is Shemuel, which is Samuel. Now look at the word Samuel itself. In Hebrew itself, it is pronounced Shemuel. It is pronounced Shemuel. Now Shemuel, look at the first letter, which is Shin. Shin is already carrying a shewa. So therefore, if I want to say to Samuel, now don't forget that the normal rule is that since our inseparable preposition are OLS, you have to attach a shewa under it. But in this case now, another rule is coming in. The first letter of this word is carrying a shewa. Therefore, the inseparable preposition can no longer carry a shewa. So instead of that, the vowel that will be under the inseparable preposition will now be short e. Now let's be practical now. This is the root word, right? So we want to say to Samuel. So it will now become, applying that root to it, will now become Lishmuel. So I'm trying to manage the board. Lishmuel to Samuel. Now look at it very well. From the first examples, from the first rule, our inseparable preposition was taking a shewa sign. So, but in this case, since Shin is already carrying, the first letter is already carrying the shewa, therefore Lamed, or the preposition, will no longer carry a shewa. Then it will now take a short e. So we now have, that is why we have Lamed, which is L-I, She, which is S, we have Shewa, which is a half vowel, we have M, we have U, we have our Aleph, then we have Siri, which is E-A, and we have Alamed. So we are to pronounce this together. We now have what? Lishmuel, which is to Samuel. Lishmuel. You should know the reason why we are no longer pronouncing this sound again. You know, normally you should say Lishemuel. No, it is not. It does not work that way. Because if you look at the position of the shewa in this sense, the shewa is appearing in a closed syllable. And if you study your shewa again, you are going to see that a shewa that appears in a closed syllable will not be pronounced. It will be silent. So that is why we are not pronouncing it as what? Lishmuel. Now, we want to say in Samuel. In Samuel. Don't forget our preposition for him is what? Our preposition for him is bet. So therefore, it should now be Bishmuel. 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 That is in Samuel. Bishmuel. In Samuel. Then you want to say as Samuel. What is our as standing for? As is standing for, is being represented by calf. This is letter K. It's represented by calf. Then it will now be what? Kishmuel. 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 So you can see now, this is Lishmuel stand for what? To Samuel. Bishmuel stand for in Samuel, and Kishmuel stand for as or like Samuel. So that is the second rule. Don't forget that the second rule states that if you are to attach your inseparable preposition to any word that already has shewa at the beginning of it, so you don't stress yourself by adding a shewa to the preposition again. What do? You now change that shewa under the preposition into a what? A short erect, which is short E. Just simple as that. So in the next video, I'm going to explain the next rule.